foil because we're going to roast it in the foil envelope to hold all those juices tight. So if you look around the perimeter of your foil, there's always going to be an air pocket. And that's where to start your knife, pierce your knife, and cut away, and then you'll have a flap to easily cut back the plastic. You'll see that the cooking instructions are on the back. It's budget 3.5 hours. And we're going to target 160-degree internal temp. Now that might be alarming to some of you because we typically think of poultry at 180 degrees. And that is the case with bone-in whole poultry. With breast meat, boneless, 170 is the critical kill the bacteria temperature. And taking this dense mass of meat out of the oven, hot as it will be, we're going to rest it. It's going to easily rise to 170 degrees, and you will have perfection. Perfection. This is Turkey Deluxe, folks. It just doesn't get any better, trust me. And it's so easy to handle and cook. Thaw, move the envelope, set it in a pan. I like to put a rack in the bottom of the pan, just a rack helps circulate the oven temperature and the oven air, and budget 3.5 hours. Now, at about 2.5 hours, we're going to go back and we're going to cut the foil carefully and open the top up, and that will allow the top to brown. Now, you can do that or choose not to, deciding how you're going to carve it, but it does look nice and it helps. There's a single skin flap on top, which is great for moisture and flavor underneath that foil. So I've got one in the oven. I want to show you, and I want to show you how to slice it. Please try this. They're just absolutely terrific. You can feed a bunch of people inexpensively, and you'll see how nice it is here. Let's get this out of the oven. Nice and hot. Remember to rest it for that half hour, because in that huge piece of meat, and it's very juicy, all those juices are very volatile during that cook time, and we need to set it out and rest it at room temperature, covered for the foil as you saw here, just loosely for 30 minutes. It sounds like a long time, but again, we've got a large, dense piece of meat. Look at this. Beautiful, natural breast meat. Set this over here. On our cutting board. Now, here's a technique to remember with this product. We are accustomed to cutting meat what we call across the grain. Oftentimes across the grain means across the length. In this case, that is not the case. We want to slice this long ways. Look at here. And when we have rested that meat, it's not going to leach out onto the juices out onto the cutting board. Look at here. Isn't that beautiful? Again, all edible. Just beautiful white breast turkey meat. Now, this is going to feed a lot of people. So we know we're going to have leftovers, and leftovers are a good thing, as we all know, with turkey. So how long can we keep leftovers? Well, nothing should sit out for more than 2 hours. Okay, we need to address leftovers within 2 hours and get them under refrigeration. Sealing air out of leftovers is one of the biggest issues. So do that. Remember that turkey freezes probably better than any other meat on the planet. So here we are with trust me folks, you'll understand if you try this why I say it's Turkey Deluxe. Just a beautiful product. Folks, here's a way to serve your group of 10 to 12 people easily, probably the easiest, for under $40. It's our relatively new to us, fully cooked beef brisket. You see there's lots of beautiful juices and seasonings in there. This is so simple. All we need to do, hold your envelope upright to hold your juices inside. I'm going to cut the package across. Make sure just want to slip it out of there into a roasting pan, which we're going to cover and put in a 300 or 325 degree oven just until it's heated through. That's going to be about 45 minutes in a 325, maybe an hour in a 300 degree oven. Look at that. Just, isn't this difficult? Beautiful. So we're going to just put a light cover on that. Tuck that in, cover it nicely with foil. You know, you can do this part the night before. Put it in the fridge if you like. Give yourself an overnight to thaw the brisket. It's a pretty thin muscle, and we don't need 2 days for that. So thaw it in refrigeration for a day, overnight, and you'll be fine. And here it is, oven ready. So let's go in this oven and bring out one that's ready. There we are. See all that broth in there? Just delicious. Now, in this mussel, we do want to slice it across the grain. If we were to put it on a board, and again, we're going to rest this once it comes out of the oven for just a few minutes. And don't have to rest this as long. And we can slice it across the grain, if we like, into thin slices. Simple as that. It'll just come easily apart. Or we can portion it for our group by cutting it down. Look at that. Just like a knife through butter. And we can take our tongs, look at that, just split it apart. And it is just delightful. Get ready for the accolades of your guests, folks. At $4.59 a pound, it's so easy. It's just put it in the oven, take it out an hour later, simple as that. And it just couldn't be any better. The broth is divine. Come into Johnny's, try this product, make a believer of you.
Well, thank you, Roger. You did a great job today. And if you didn't pick up on all those great items at Johnny's, you weren't watching very close. We've got the best items at Johnny's. With just a recap, we've got those 5 pounds of Texas Gulf shrimp for just $19.95. $19.95 for 5 pounds of shrimp. And of course, we've got those great spiral ham slices. 5 pounds for just $10.99? Come on, guys. You got the party coming for 10 or 12 people. You may need 10 pounds, but that's just $2 a person. Come on. And we have turkey breast, $2.99 a pound, and it's all great product. You saw Roger slice that down. I know it made you hungry. And of course, my favorite, that beef brisket, just $4.59 a pound. $4.59 a pound. And this beef brisket, there's no waste. All the products, no waste. Quick, easy, convenient, all at Johnny's. You've come to know us and enjoy us, and we've got restaurant quality foods at wholesale prices, and we have it at 2 great locations. 1456 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg, West Virginia. You just go down 81 South, exit 12, third traffic light right, and you are at Johnny's great store. And of course, we're here right off 81, 11 south of Chambersburg. You know our hours. We're Monday through Friday, 8 to 7. And on Saturday, we're 8 to 1 here in Chambersburg. But we're open till 3 in Martinsburg. Gives you a little more time to shop down there in West Virginia. So come to Johnny's and get these great items. Have them in your freezer and be ready for those parties. So until the next time, thanks for shopping at Johnny's. Come to see us soon. Hey, and don't forget, we're also on the web, www.johnnysinc.com.